"Excuse you, Dad," I said in my unforgiving voice. "Alicia's father knows a lot about art, and so does Alicia. She's going to art school, and she's got a mobile phone." "Fancy that," Dad replied, pulling one of his goofy faces to Mum. "But I can't quite make the connection between—" "Enough, George," said Mum, "and you would still have a phone, Holly, if you hadn't dropped yours down the loo." "Thanks for the reminder I don't need, Mum. Anyway, Alicia and I have an unbreakable bond, whatever my dad thinks. She says I should go to art school with her, so I'm probably going to do that. Yes, all in all, my life is pretty Bob's your uncle great. Or so I thought." Chapter 1. The Whiff of Bad News. Official breaking news. It all started to go wrong today. When I woke up this morning, I was very, very happy, probably even happier than the Queen, unless she had something special planned for breakfast. Mum was flitting, flying and sitting pretty much at the same time while eating toast. Around the kitchen, looking like a packet of vacuum-packed bacon. She was going to a dance class on her way to work. "Holly, your turn to take Barclay out," she shouted as her lycra-clad bottom disappeared out the door. The poodle doesn't get up very early, so at least we wouldn't have any bother on that front. Dad left late for work, as usual. He says it doesn't matter because everyone who works in my office is a moron. When he is running late, well, more like walking late, really. Harold was the least happy person in our family this morning. The neighbours complained again to the coppers about his drumming, and now his drum kit is about to be the subject of a court order, which will be a setback to his career as a platinum record-selling, stadium-filling rock star. Harmony was being fine for her. She's planning a demonstration outside someone's embassy on social media with some new friends who she's never met. I tried to get some intel on what she's up to, but she won't tell me, as per usual. Harmony likes to support a lot of causes in her spare time, particularly when the weather's nice. School was quiet today, and then Alicia and I went to after-school coding camp, which is secret code for eating sweets and listening to music on Alicia's phone because the teacher didn't turn up, as usual. When I got home, I could tell all was not well. The air was hanging heavy with the whiff of bad news. Dad was on his phone to Aunt Electra in one room. I heard him say, "I've decided to go freelance." But Mum was on her phone in the kitchen to one of her book club friends. She said, "He's been fired." Can't say I'm surprised. But this is the weird bit. Mum then said, "Of course we'll sell the house." What I can't work out is how Dad going freelance means Mum can finally make us all mobile upwards. It just doesn't make sense. Chapter 2. The Grim Reality. The bad news is that we are downwardly, not upwardly, mobile. And we're not just moving down a little bit. If life is a game of snakes and ladders, we have just flipping well landed on a jumbo python. We are moving to the countryside to live on a farm with our grandpa near Chipping Topley. Tomorrow. I rang Alicia straight away to tell her the horrible news, and all she said was, "Hey, that's random." It's a bit more than random, bestie. My life has spun out of orbit, like a misfiring asteroid. Dad said, "It won't be forever." But Mum made an expression like she'd sat on a very cold loo seat when he said that, so it will probably be for ages. I pointed out to Dad that Dick Whittington didn't bolt for the hills when he lost his job and went freelance, but Dad just said, well, Dick Whittington only had a cat to feed. So the Hopkinson family are being sentenced to a life of poverty, manure and feral people who speak funny because of the price of cat food. Let history record, I, Holly Hopkinson, am not happy. Chapter 3. The Long March. I was up spit-spot bright and early to take Barclay out to the park for one last time. The poor unsuspecting brute might never see one again. Then I popped round to Alicia's swish flat to say goodbye. Maybe forever. I asked her if she wanted to come and